Hi there. Is accounting professionalism? Well, in order to answer this question, we have to know the characteristic and the feature of professionalism, as we did before when we talk about the accounting as a function, and we give three important perspectives for the function or for the profession, and we say it is a functionalist and it is interactionalism, and we also give the critical perspective, and we agreed in all of these accounting is what? Profession, even with the critical perspective, where it is little bit far from the accounting education and from the student, both accounting student and the accountant. We say that accounting, yes, it saves both economic and political system. Now, it's going back to our question. Yes, in order to answer this question, I have to know the characteristic of a professionalism. What are the three, let's say, three characteristics of professionalism? And I have to know the definition of professionalism. I gave it to you before. I repeat it again today. Say professionalism is where, or it is a process where persons, both individual or group, they have attitude, like they have the belief in serving, for example, people, and also they have the passionate, and they have the sense, or they are very sincereful to provide this service in good faith, okay, and they like it and they go for it to do it because it is part of their job. Okay, now let's go to the three characteristics of accounting, of professionalism. The characteristic of professionalism are: number one, it is public interest and self-interest. I'll come to that point. Number two, it is independence. I come to this point. Number three, it is code of ethics. It should have code of ethics. Let's go to the first one. You say, yes, to be professional, you should have what, as I said, public interest and self-interest. Let's look at the accounting. Now, here there will find debates, and we have different researcher with different answer or with different finding. We'll find that different writers, different philosophers here, and all of them, or most of them, they come to different answer. Only especially, or part of them, especially like, those who are within the accounting education, they come to the agreed, let's say, finding. Now, the debate is that, yes, accounting is, it's as I say, it's provide public service. Okay, it provide public service. But unfortunately, the other studies say, well, it is self-interest rather than public interest. Why is that? Because the accountant provide a service to a particular group of user or people or parts or parties who use the accounting. This is why they call it propriety interest rather than public interest. They are the user of account, so we'll provide them the information for their decision making. So there is a debate. But even we are within the debates, here we agreed that yes, therefore, we agreed that accounting is within the professionalism, even if there is a debate. Number two, they say, well, independence. Although FASB, the most important and the most sophisticated and more and the most like larger accounting sitters in the world, it is independence. But still, there is a debate. There is studies. Usually, when we talk about independence, it's nearly the same as public interest. They say, yes, it is not independence. The other studies, they say it is dependence. Why? Because, for the same answer, because it is property interest, because it provides service to a group of peoples, group of those are interested in accounting, and it is property interest because it provides financial information for helping them to reach a decision making. Okay, and the third one, which is very important, they said it is, let's talk about, let's say, code of ethic. Accounting is accounting or accounting as a professionalism is within the code of the ethics. Now, although at the beginning, and some agreed that yes, it is within the rules, because as I say, the general saying or the first studies, they found that to be ethical, the code must be related to rules. Okay, but later on the studies find, well, accounting is not related to rules, it's related to principle, and it's contain number of a principle. But wait here, I remember there is a study made by the Charter Institute of Accounting of Scotland, and they end with the result that yes, principle is good. Principle is good for accounting, and it's better than the rules. Why is that? Because they say rules, first of all, make accounting and make the function more, let's say, more, more critical. It's not critical even. It's more complicated. Okay, more complicated. And also, if we follow the rules, we need a financial engineering from time to time. And number three, they say there is no guarantee that the rules will give us fair presentation of financial information or fair and view, as we say it, say a presentation of the account. Therefore, they say it is okay. It is okay. There's no problem that accounting, it contains principle rather than rules. So now, as I said, for functions, accounting is very easily, we say it is okay, it is a function. But for professionalism, because of these findings, because of these studies, because of the problem of the Enron and Arthur Anderson, see, the scandals, as you know it. So now we are under the debates. But even there are debates, still I'm one of those who are advocates who say, yes, accounting is professionalism. I know there is a debate, although some argue an argument and with and against, but for me, I believe it is a professionalism. But as I said, you have to remember the three important characteristics of profession and the three, characteristic of professionalism. Thank you.